Howdy folks, got a clean water store video for you today. How to program the 5900 BT Greensand system. You plug the valve in over here. There are 3 ports underneath of there, but the only one that the power supply will fit into is the one marked P for power at the very end closest to the edge of the valve. When the valve first turns on, it'll say the computer revision. It said C307, and then it'll go to the service screen, and it'll be displaying between the clock time and the number of days left until regeneration. So we're going to program the valve. The first thing we'll do is program the clock time in order to enter the menu. To do that, press the menu enter button once. All the clock time will start flashing. To change the first digit, press the set change button. Now just the ones place digit is flashing. You can change it to whatever we need it to be, and then press the menu enter button again to accept that value and move on to the next one, and then you can change that to whichever you want it to be at. Same thing, press the top button. Now you're over at the hours, and so now you set it at 4:08, and it's all displayed there. When you hit the menu enter again, now it's going to ask you AM or PM, and so that's how you set the clock time. After that, it says A04, and just the A is just for how many days between regenerations. Standard, which is why it's set to 4 days for a Greensand system, is 4 days, so generally you're not going to need to touch that. And that's the last menu option on that side. On the other side, to get into the menu to program the cycle steps, we're going to press both the set change and the menu enter buttons at the same time. And after a few seconds, it'll go to the first option, which is R for regen, and then 2A. The default value is 2 AM. You can change that to AM or PM. Again, press the set change button, and then press the top button to advance. You can change it to whatever time you want, as long as it's a time when generally nobody is using water. And then we go to the cycle steps, the backwash. The factory default is 10 for a Greensand system. We can leave that on 10, or sometimes you can go to 8 if it's a smaller size. But the default is 10. And then the brine draw, when it sucks the potassium permanganate up, that is generally 30 minutes to 60 minutes. So you might want to change that depending on your system size. The stock value is 60 minutes. And then the rapid rinse generally only needs to be 8 minutes. So you press the up button, the top button to accept the value or to scroll through the menu options, and the bottom button to change the values. So now we put 8 minutes on the rapid rinse step. And now we go to the putting the water back into the side tank, and 5 or 6 minutes is generally where you're going to return the water level to. You want to make sure that the water returns to the level of the felt pad where you're pouring your purple crystals onto, as far as that goes. So between 5 and 6 minutes is what you'll do there. Continuing on, we have the first of the 2 Bluetooth settings. This is to Bluetooth enable, and if you don't want it on, you can change it to a 0, but it doesn't matter if it's on a 1 or not. And if you choose to download the Legacy app and install it and run it off of your phone or other device, then that one does need to be on 1. And then that's your Bluetooth phone password, and that's where you would set the password right there. Then the last thing is, this is a function of brine pre-fill for a softener, and we do not want to use it. We want to keep it at 0 for our Greensand valve. Okay, and then one more press will get us back out. We've got the current clock time and the days remaining until the backwash. That's how you program the 5900 BT Greensand valve. Thanks.